What happened, Pengai? I hope you're doing good today and thank you for being here. I appreciate you a lot. If you're new here to the channel or if you're not, I'm Mati and this is Deep Thoughts. RWS 23rd of May just finished a few hours ago and we'll go through it from the first fight to the 7th. First fight, Desiree Whitaker versus Alessia Bertellotti. I had Whitaker winning through a unanimous decision. I thought she would use her evasiveness, her very good left switch kick and 1-2s to get there. And I thought Bertellotti would have problems because while she has good low kicks and a good solid 1-2, she is a little bit one-dimensional. She doesn't move her head. She doesn't utilize footwork like that. And that's what happened. All throughout the fight, the 3 rounds, Whitaker controlled the fight. She got through with the switch kick, left switch kick on several occasions, the 1-2 on several occasions. She evaded kicks, leaning back, staying evasive, and solid performance by Whitaker, who got the unanimous decision. Very impressive fight, 8-0 now, and I'm excited to see what she does next. Bertellotti will come back as well. She's a good fighter, and I just think she has a little bit to learn to be on that level. But she'll come back. On to the next fight. Fight number 2. It was some switch-ups in the schedule because Munkon had to withdraw from his fight against Nalak. So, yeah, they had to rearrange a little bit. So the second fight became Joe Nishizono versus Plipayak in the super flyweight division. I thought Nishizono would do very well pressuring forward and then get a finish in the 3rd round, but he got it in the 1st round. He started pressuring forward as soon as the bell rang, and then he found a tomahawk elbow cutting through the guard and knocking Plipayak out. Very solid win for Nishizono. Could have been a little bit of a skill difference there, but they're building Nishizono, so I understand it. Plipayak will come back. He's a young fighter as well. He's talented, but he couldn't really deal with the pressure of Nishizono. And I had Nishizono by KO. He won by KO, and there's not a lot to say about that fight. It was very quick. Moving on. Fight number 3. Minimum weight 105 pounds. Humura Abe versus Dejarit. Dejarit, son of the legend Dejdamrong, and Abe, reigning WBC minimum weight world champion. I had Abe winning in the 1st round through KO. I thought he would really maul Dejarit. I couldn't tape study that much on Dejarit as well, but I knew he had very good boxing and he's a very tough fighter, and also who his dad is. And he fought a good 1st round. I thought that he would have to fight the fight of his life, as I said in the RWS Nakamura Watch video. And the 1st round was great. He came out and he pressured Abe. Abe looked slow in the first round, and I thought, I wonder where this is gonna go. And at one point, Abe or Dejarit threw a kick. Abe caught it, and then he held it. He didn't do anything. He just held it and allowed Dejarit to punch him like 3 times in the face. One of those punches kind of rocked him a little bit. But the 1st round finishes 10-9 from 2 judges to Dejarit, and 10-9 from one of the judges to Abe. In the corner, it felt like the corner tried to wake him up a little bit, and Abe, and he did. He came out in the 2nd round and showed why he is the WBC reigning minimum weight world champion. He used his footwork, he used his head movements, he cut angles, came in with fast combinations, and Dejarit had some issues. He was still in the fight at that point, but had some issues, and it was a clear showcase of the difference in skill in between them. And then in the 3rd round, 10-9, all 3 judges to Abe. And then in the 3rd round, Abe started out doing the same thing, but even more evasive, moving his head, rolling, getting down, slipping, leaning back, showing amazing footwork, amazing fight IQ. and Desjardins didn't really have anything to stop him with. Abe would come in, throw combinations, making Desjardins put up a high guard and then cut angle. When Desjardins then put down the guard to throw something back, Abe was gone to the sides or behind him. Such a skillful performance by Abe, who started out slow, but he got the W, and I'm excited to see what he does next. Moving on. Fight number 4, super lightweight, 140 pounds, Pinpech Banchamek versus Moy Dalan. Beforehand, I think a lot of people underestimated Dalan from Australia, the reigning WBC, Australia and Oceania champion. The commentators said that Dave had heard that many people were a little bit, they thought Pinpech would run him over. And while Pinpech dominated the fight, don't get me wrong, he used his kicks, long range kicks, he came in with nasty elbows and knees. Dalan put up a fight. He has a mean left hook, like I said in my prediction. He showed it both to the body and to the head, and he showed his toughness. Doesn't move his head too much, doesn't utilize footwork too much, but he showed what he is good at. And Pinpech had to fight. He had to really, really fight in this one to get the unanimous decision. I thought he would win a split decision because I really thought Dalan's toughness would really come through, and it did. Not as much as I hoped, the offensive aspects of it, but very good fight, solid performance by Pinpech, who really showcased what I thought he would in terms of the mix of Muay Sok and Muay Thai. He did the kicking, Muay Thai, on range, and then he cuts in. Nasty elbows, nasty elbows like a Muay Sok. He posts up in clinch and then he drops them. One time he cut Dalan quite bad. Not super bad, but he cut him, so got the blood running. And solid unanimous decision win for Pinpech. And I'm 4 out of 4 so far. Moving on to fight number 5. Welterweight, 147 pounds. Chujaron versus Neil McGreevy. This was a fight where I thought McGreevy would get a finish in the second round through probably like I said, a straight punch, because in my tape study I saw that Chujaron, while he's a legend Muay Thai, extremely skillful and talented, he does have a little bit of a stuck guard. It's not dynamic, and punches can slip through the middle and over the top. And in the first round, it looked bad for Chujaron. McGreevy first caught him with the elbow, dropped him. Mean elbow over the top, dropped him, got a count. Chujaron stood up, and a little bit later he got dropped, almost got dropped. He got rocked by a left kick, left high kick, really wobbly, but managed to survive the round. Lost the round 10-8 on all judges' scorecards. Came out the second round, still felt the pressure from McGreevy. McGreevy is not the fastest, but he's very long and he uses all of his weapons. Low kicks, high kicks, knees, elbows, punches, making it very difficult for Chujaron. And the second round was quite simple for McGreevy as well. And then in front of before the third round, I thought, okay, this is going to be a finish. But actually, Chujaron came out in the third really pushing. Like, he started out the round with a good combination. McGreevy had to really defend himself there. Got a bit caught off guard, I would say. And McGreevy had to really push in this fight. I think he wanted to finish, didn't get it. Won through unanimous decision. But he really hurt the leg of Chujaron in the middle of that round, the last round. Cut down the leg. Chujaron couldn't really move a lot, and he couldn't be too offensive because he couldn't properly use his left leg. But yeah, impressive performance by McGreevy, who I'm very excited to see what he can do next. Very skillful, very difficult to deal with due to his long range and his skill, obviously. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. And I had him as winner through KO, but he got the win. And then On to the next, the main fight of the night, women's interim RWS bantamweight championship. 118 pounds, Laura Burgos from Mexico versus Nong Mei from Thailand. Burgos was supposed to fight against challenge for the real belt against Barbara, but Barbara withdrew from the fight, and before this fight she actually came out to the ring and she said that she's pregnant, which congratulations. I wish her all the best, and I think she's gonna come back. She said she wants to come back, and yeah, she vacated the belt. Still, Burgos and Nong Mei fought for the interim. Nong Mei came in on somewhat of a late notice, and this was a bit of a skill difference, a little bit of a miss in matchmaking. Burgos is a lot taller, more experienced on this level, and it showed. Nong Mei showed heart in the first round. She was pushed back a lot, and it felt like, I don't know where this is gonna go. Burgos utilized teeps and straight punches, really pushed her back to the ropes. But then in the second round, Nong Mei kind of like gritted it down, like bite down on the mouthpiece and just threw. And she caught Burgos sometimes with some punches, some right hands, which I did say in my prediction that Burgos sometimes when she throws punches, she keeps her chin in the air. She doesn't tuck it. And that showed. And I think the second round was a bit frustrating for Burgos. And then in the third round, Nong Mei tried to get back, tried to push forward, but did not really manage to get it done. And Burgos pushed, found a teep to the chin, knocked her back to the ropes, and then followed by a 1-2, I believe, and then a big right knee to the body, which dropped her completely. And got a count, stood up. Burgos came back, pressured, and got into the clinch, dropped some elbows, and the fight was over. Referee stopped it. A little bit of a mismatch. Nong Mei's first fight, debut in RWS. But she showed heart. She showed that she has talent, even though she faced a lot taller fighter. I'm not sure if she's going to fight in this division even. She came in underweight by she weighed 117, I think, 0.1. And I think she's going to come back. She's young, she's 18, but she wasn't really ready for this. And Burgos said after the fight that they tried to offer the fight to other fighters in the division, but everyone said no, and she gave big respect to Nong Mei, and I agree. It was a tough fight for her, but she took it, and she should get all credit in the world for that. So big ups to Nong Mei. But the new interim world champion is Laura Burgos, and it's going to be interesting to see who she fights next for the real belt. But we'll see. Next fight, the last fight of the card, which had a late replacement for Munkronlek. Instead of Munkronlek came Ayoub Aguidad, 18-year-old fighter from Morocco, fighting Narak. Narak more experienced, and he showed from the second. Oh yeah, by the way, I had Burgos winning through a unanimous decision, and she didn't. She won through KO. But in the last fight, Narak, I thought he would win through elbows in the second round. And he won in the second round. Not through elbows though. He chopped down the leg of Ayoub, chopping down the leg. The first round, Ayoub looked a little bit, not scared, but a little bit out of his depth. Second round, he came out and he tried, but Narak is just too good. He chopped down the leg and he made him back up a lot, and then back against the rope, Ayoub throws a kick and he not breaks his leg, I think, but something happened with his leg and he kind of it was over there. And I think it's the accumulation of leg kicks that Narak threw. And yeah, Narak won that fight. Also a big mismatch, but late notice, less than 24 hours. So I understand that one was tough. But yeah, that was the card. Some mismatches, Nong Mei and Ayoub especially. But I understand it's difficult in a situation for RWS where they have to get someone very late, but it was big mismatches, big mismatches, and I hope we see less of those because I want RWS to show us proper even fights. And yeah, that's it for this card. I got 7 out of 7, which is solid, but it was a little bit of a layup card. Not all of the fights, but the majority. And yeah, it is what it is, and we keep moving. I'm happy how I've started my predictions with the results I'm getting. So yeah, I'm gonna continue, and I'll see you in the next video, the next prediction.